Parashat Noach. The Torah says, Ele toldot Noach, Noach ish tzaddik. These are the offsprings of Noach. And then the Torah says, Noach ish tzaddik, Noach was a pious man. Why does the Torah say, Ele toldot Noach, these are the offsprings of Noach, Noach ish tzaddik? That Noach is a pious man. And then only in the next pasuk does the Torah say to us, Vayoled Noach, Shelosha banim, Noach had 3 boys, Shem, Cham, and Yafet. The Torah should have said, Ele toldot Noach, Shem, Cham, and Yafet. These are his children. Why did the Torah say, Ele toldot Noach, Noach ish tzaddik? The Midrash asks this question, Rashi brings down this Midrash. And the Midrash tells us the following. That Ikar Ma'asehem Shel Tzaddikim is Ma'asim Tovim. The main offsprings of a person, of a tzaddik, of any person really, is his good deeds. Is his mitzvot, is his studying Torah, is his Shabbat, his tefillin, is everything, tzniut, everything. Tzniut by men, tzniut by women. The Torah is telling us that a person has to understand that everybody has 2 types of children. One is his own good deeds, and 2 is his children, his real children. How could it be that good deeds are children? One is because we know that mitzvah goreret mitzvah. A mitzvah leads to another mitzvah, which means that a mitzvah has has an option of creating another one, like a regular offspring. When a person has a child, the child B'ezrat Hashem has an option of making, when he gets older, he has the ability to make another child. The mitzvah, when a person does a mitzvah, it leads to another mitzvah. So that's one way of understanding that. The other way is to understand that a person, when a person focuses on life, a person is mashkiya, he spends a lot of time, he puts a lot of energy to make sure that his children are fine. What about himself? A person, a lot of times, at the age of a certain age, he's like, that's it. Now I'm living for my children. I gotta support them. When the Torah tells us that our main offspring is the mitzvot, because when we come to Shamayim, we're going to have only the mitzvot to show, these are our offsprings, let's show this, what'd you do? What are you bringing after you? What's walking behind you? What's those toddlers? What are those things, those bigger things that are growing from you? What are they? Your mitzvot. Your actions. Which means that a person can never at any point say, that's it, I'm done with myself. I have to start focusing on my children, on their careers, on their lives, on their goals. My goals are done, that's it. The person each to age of 35, whatever, he's like, listen, this is where I am, and that's it. Now I just have to make sure to be financially set, or whatever it is, in order so that my children are okay. That's not true. Where'd you get that from? The Torah says you have your other children. They're the main children. What are they? Mitzvot and Ma'asim Tovim, which means you got to do everything all the time in order to make sure that your children, which are the main Ikal, which are Ma'asim Tovim, you're constantly making sure that they're good too. You're making sure that you have midot tovot, proper manners, proper musar. A person has to study musar, listen to things that are going to give him itchazkut. A person has to pray well, constantly. Every single time a person has one good prayer, that the prayer itself will then have outcomes. A person has a good day studying Torah, that studying Torah will lead. That's like the first original Peshat. Every single time a person does a good deed, what it does is it leads to another. The Chidah, Rabbi Chaim A mentions a Chazal, brings down a Chazal, that the Chazal explain that when L'atid Lavo, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, B'ezrat Hashem when Mashiach comes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to say, Make the money. Anybody beat me? We'll see to what. Anybody beat me, and I didn't pay him first. What do you mean? Anybody ever? The Midrash says, anybody ever was able to do a brit milah for a son before HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him a son, a boy? Was anybody able to build a house, to make a fence, mitzvot ma'akeh, to make a fence for protection, which is a mitzvah, before he had a house? Did anybody who was able to do the mitzvah of putting a mezuzah before he moved into an apartment or a house? Was anybody able to do any mitzvah before he got to go to walk to Beit Knesset before God gave him feet to walk? And so on and so forth. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, anybody did a mitzvah, mik dimani, anybody did a mitzvah that I could have done, that I didn't pay you first, that I didn't give you before, come and I'll pay you. There's nothing. What could a person say, oh, I did this, and I had to create it first? HaKadosh Baruch Hu, well, I gave you the ability. I gave you every single thing that a person can do. We put on tefillin. Baruch Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us an arm. Every single thing that a person can do. A lulav, we just finished Sukkot. Lulav, you take a lulav and you shake it. A person, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the arm and the leg, the money to go buy the lulav. So, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, mik di money. Says the Chida. Take a look at the pasuk that says, Noach ish tzaddik. The last letter of those three words, Noach, het, ish, shin, tzaddik, kuf. What does that spell? Heshik, excitement, will, interest. Says the Chida, we have a mitzvah in the Torah that's called zrizin makdimin lemitzvot. People who are zariz, they do things quickly, not without thinking. Quickly means to do things thoughtfully. The Peleo says a person shouldn't do a mitzvah, jump into mitzvah too quickly, so chas v'chalila, a person should never regret the mitzvah. A person has to be calculated, but a person has to do the mitzvah as quickly as possible and with cheshik and with excitement. The Chida says, if a person has cheshik, then that cannot be taken away from him. A Kadosh Baruch Hu, when he says mik dimani, was on the mitzvah. If a person comes in and he's a shmoneh say shalom, oh, I have to get out of here, I'm not interested in praying. Or if a person takes lulav, that's it, yallah, I'm done with it, thank God, I'm out, yallah. No, that's not the way. That, when a person does a mitzvah like that, without excitement, or even if he's just bored, he does it like this, and he holds on to it, he's just bored from the mitzvah. Over there, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will say, mik dimani. But says the Chida, if a person does a mitzvah with excitement, with cheshek, that cannot be taken away. That is your own. You own that. That's why it is your children. You own that. It is yours. Nobody can take that away from you. It's impossible. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will say, this mitzvah, you did it, I gave it to you. The excitement, obviously HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the ability to have excitement. But the excitement, that means you got yourself excited to go ahead and do the mitzvah. You got yourself excited to go to Beit Knesset. You got yourself excited to keep Shabbat. You got yourself excited to do something, a good deed. When a person is excited, you can't take it away. That's why it says, Ele todot Noach, Noach ish tzaddik, cheshek. Noach did it with excitement. The mitzvot. If a person does a mitzvot with excitement, he doesn't get this mik dibani of who did something before I gave him something. That says the Chida, pay attention. It says zrizin, people who do things quickly. Makdimin, they're makdim lemitzvot. They're makdim before the mitzvah. Why did it say makdimin? To remind you that you're not going to get that mikdimani statement on the person's cheshik. If a person lives his life and he does everything with excitement, every mitzvah with excitement, he will always be happy. He will always feel fulfilled. And then he will be able to he's going to want to do another mitzvah, and another this, and another that. But if a person's going to be bored, so today he's going to be like, I have no interest, and that I have no interest. Let's get ourselves excited and reach to a level of a Noach ish tzaddik, of cheshik, and be very, very happy, and it will give us fulfillment, and we will feel good with ourselves, and we will also be able to get the maximum amount of sachar for every single mitzvah. Shabbat shalom.